Patriots, Bravo Echo here. Thanks for tuning in to Hope for Survival. Appreciate it. Hope you're having a fantastic Friday. Looking at the world. It's probably hard to decide whether you're living in the Twilight Zone, an old Golden Earring song, or if maybe you're an old Kansas song and live in dust in the wind. Things are pretty tumultuous at many angles. If you pay attention to what's going on in the world, what's going on in the country, what's going on state by state, whether it's higher crime, higher cost of living, food not available the way it once was, OPEC's decision to cut how many barrels a day they're going to be producing, which is going to drive up the fuel costs more, and the increased cost naturally for winter fuel versus summer fuel. The number of foreclosures, the number of folks that are becoming homeless, unemployed. It just goes on and on and on. It's not an overly promising outlook, although our illustrious leaders in Washington continue telling us that things are better, the economy's better, the job situation's better. Just look around and you'll know it's all horse hockey. And it leaves all of us in a position to ask the question, what should I do? Well, if you're tuning in here, hopefully you're of the preparedness mindset and you're taking steps to better prepare yourself. And it can be very overwhelming and it can be trying. It may be because of your living circumstances where you live. You want to live somewhere better. You want more like-minded people around you and you don't have them. You may be wanting family members to get aboard and they're not. And you may dispatch responses to the more critical situations and circumstances. All right, that's why having skills at home, a community at home, is so important. Is to have these skills around you, whether it's a security team to respond if someone's trying to break in your home, or medical, dental, veterinarian, these type things, day to day. Okay. These take time, they take effort, they take plans. I repeat, they take plans, not in trade for resources that you and your family may need. So again, the whole point of this conversation is not to let things overwhelm you, no matter how hard that may be. Break things into categories of what you have completed some on or a lot on, and start chiseling away at areas you need to focus on, whether it's some kind of training, building plans. Only you know what those items are, okay? Break down your own list, and then go out to the side of it and start writing down things that I've accomplished, things I still must do, and go forth in there. Okay? No one can snap their finger and have the perfect house in front of them. Okay? There's a foundation that you have to lay, and you have to build it brick by brick. Preparedness is kind of the same way. You've got to have a foundation. You need a risk assessment. The risk assessment is going to tell you where your threats are. You're going to know where you're vulnerable, and then you need to build plans around those vulnerabilities to survive in what you have laid out as your way of life during this situation. Okay? So keep the hope. I know it's gloomy out there, but think positive. Think of the things you've accomplished, not what you haven't accomplished, unless you're starting at ground zero. Every day is a new day. Lay your first brick today, lay your first brick tomorrow. But don't give up. If you need help, ask for help. But as I said in the other video, people may provide training to you and help you learn skills, but the responsibility is on you. Alright? The responsibility is totally on you to go do these things. They're not going to happen magically for you. And I see so many folks who are into preparedness that come to training. You know, they come and do our Zoom in some cases. They come and do these things, and that's it for the week. They don't do anything. Okay? And when I email with them, or maybe talk to them, or see them in person, they share with me a whole laundry list of conspiracies that may be true. But they're doing absolutely nothing. Zero. Nothing to better their circumstances, to offset or to withstand what they're sitting there telling me is coming. And it doesn't add up. And I'm a pretty sympathetic person, but individuals who can't help themselves at this point in the game, I have a hard time being sympathetic to them. You know, if there's 10 people who are making an effort and they ask for help, I'm more apt, and as many who are into preparedness and who are friends of mine who are doing awesome things, they're not going to take the time to help people who are not putting forth the effort on their own. It's not going to happen. You know, it's kind of like a foreman on a job laying bricks or putting on a roof. If the supervisor on the roof is down on their knees, or they're down mixing mortar or whatever, and they have to look and tell people who are employees, hey, I need you to do this, then you probably don't need that person as a worker. Alright? Initiative. It takes initiative. And preparedness is, I see so many similarities in preparedness. Okay? But on a positive note, I will tell you, and I shout out kudos. There are folks out there that I know subscribe, please reach up and subscribe. Please share if you think these videos here are informative. Please share with folks and get them to come join the Hope for Survival mission to try to be better prepared and to help others prepare better. And if you like this information, please hit like. Don't be a lurker, or as some call them, stalkers, because you're afraid if you click or write or touch something that you're going to get tracked. I'm sad to say they already got you. Okay, you can't outrun technology. It's scary, but it's the truth. So if you have any comments, leave them in the comment section below, and I will answer you back if you have a question. So have a great weekend. Again, keep the faith, keep preparing, keep your faith right, and be blessed. Bravo Echo out. Thank you for checking out the Hope for Survival YouTube channel. If you are new to Hope for Survival, you can check out our books at our webpage. Book 1, which is Hope for Survival, Getting You Prepared for Disasters, and Book 2, Hope for Survival, The Mindset, are both available for order on the website. We also offer the Hope for Survival football stick, which is a memory stick set up as a digital filing cabinet with files already loaded on there for you to digitally copy items such as deeds, auto transcript for ownership, wills, living wills, loans, banking information, items that if your home burned down or you had some form of a disaster, you could have all your important papers already digitally filed on this stick. All you do is simply drag the digital file into the appropriate preset folder so that you'll have it in the event of a disaster. You have to flee your home in a hurry, or also if you're away from home and you need critical information that's personal, if you have your memory stick with you, you can put it in your computer and pull that information up wherever you may be. Again, you can find these items to order at our website, https www.hopeforsurvival.com, or you can email me at preparedness101@protonmail.com, and I will try to help you out. Again, thanks for checking out the Hope for Survival YouTube channel. Hope to see you again.